Om Yo Brahmanam Vidadhati Purvam Yo Vai Vedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai Tam Hadevam Atma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye. We who seek liberation take refuge in that light which illumines the hearts of all, who is the source of the Creator Himself of all, who is the source of the Creator Himself, and who gave to the Creator the repository of spiritual wisdom at the beginning of creation. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So good morning to everyone. I'm glad that you could all come here to the Vedanta Society of Greater Houston, and it's my special pleasure today to be able to introduce to you once again my good friend Swami Nikhileswaranandaji. He is a senior Swami of the Ramakrishna Order and an old friend of mine. I first met him when he came to Belarus to join the order in 1976. His association with the order goes long before that, but he joined as a monk in 1976 at Belarus. And I just found out on this visit, talking to him, that he was the beginning of what we now call the PPTC, Pre-Probationers Training Center. And he was the one who came up with the name PPTC. Swami Atmastanandaji had arranged for a senior Swami to give classes to him when he came to join. And so one day he mentioned that he was in the PPTC, and he was asked, PPTC, what is that? It's a Pre-Probationers Training Center. So from that time forward, the name has stuck, the Pre-Probationers Training Center. Those who join at Velamat. Before his time, they didn't allow brahmacharis generally to join at Velamat. They would be sent to other centers where workers were needed. But he was the beginning of a continuing tradition to take brahmacharis at Velamat, to give them training from the beginning, and then send them out to centers. So anyway, the Swami has long association. Long been a monk of the order, and before that, long association. He came under the influence of Swami Atmanandaji, a very great and dynamic Swami, who was the founder of our center in Raipur, a Swami that I also knew and admired greatly. In fact, when he passed away, I think it was the first of our Swamis who passed away where the state flag in Maharashtra was lowered to half-mast on his passing because he was so well known in the state of Madhya Pradesh. And so the Swami came under his influence. Then he was the sevak for some time of Swami Kailasananda, a great vice president of the order at Belarmat. And among other Swamis, he came under the influence. Of course, he was a disciple of Swami Nikhileswaranandaji, as myself. Had the opportunity to associate with him and to serve him closely as well. And then some years later, he was at the Hyderabad Center, where he was deeply influenced by Swami Ranganathanandaji. And so he's had the long association and deep influence of several of our great Swamis. And he himself has been head of several centers. He was head in Ranchi, which is a very big center, for 10 years. And then he was in Porbandar, and then the head of Vadodara, where he was until recently. And recently he was moved to become head of the Rajkot Ashram, the largest and oldest of our centers in Gujarat. And so the Swami is a well-known speaker, a very powerful speaker, very engaging and inspiring speaker. He's very, very good at his work with youth also. In fact, twice Maharaj invited me to Gujarat when I was living in India to speak at international youth conferences, which he organized in Vadodara. So he's well known for all of these things and for writing also. He was the editor of the Gujarati magazine for a number of years. So it's with great pleasure that I asked to introduce the Swami, and he's to speak on bringing Vedanta into everyday life, in whatever way he likes to pursue the subject. So Swamiji, please.
Om Namah Shretirajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukha Swarupaya Swamine Tapaharine Jannim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Pada Padme Tayo Shetva Pranamami Murmu. My salutations to the feet of Shri Ramakrishna Dev, Ma Sharda Devi, Swami Vivekananda. My salutation to the feet of Swami Atmarupanandaji Maharaj. He's so loving to me. He called me his friend. He is my senior brother and a senior monk to me, but he is very affectionate. And a little bit of correction that I was not in Hyderabad, but I had come in intimate contact with Swami Ranganatha, who gave me many practical advices. And I had the great fortune of coming in contact with many senior Swamijis. That is what he has rightly pointed out. And also, I was not the in charge of Rachi Center, but I was in charge of the Rural Tribal Development Project, which is a part of the Rachi Center. But whatever it is, that's immaterial. It's a great pleasure meeting you all this Sunday morning. It's great on your part to find out time, particularly these Diwali days, festival days, to find out time to come here. So that speaks of your sincerity. The topic has been given is Vedanta in everyday life. Wonderful topic, but it's a very vast topic. From where to begin and where to stop, I do not know. So, of course, Atmarupanji will make me stop. No problem about that. Now, I start this song. Don't worry, I'm not going to sing. With my bad throat, and otherwise also I'm not a singer. No, Sri Ramakrishna, a wonderful teacher. Swami Vivekananda, wonderful teacher. Once when Sri Ramakrishna got cancer, as you know, in his throat, and he was shifted to Kashipur garden, and Swami Vivekananda, Narendra at that time, and his other brothers, they used to serve Sri Ramakrishna. And Narendra would come and pester Sri Ramakrishna. You are not doing anything for me. You must do something for me. Sri Ramakrishna said, you fellow, I am suffering like this, and yet you are pestering me like this and you are troubling me. He said, that is why I am troubling you. Because the doctor says you are not going to survive more. So before you die, you must give me whatever you want to give. So what a fellow. He wants to pester. Okay, you tell me, what do you want? Then Narendra said, I want to be immersed in samadhi always, like Shukadeva. Now and then I will come down to this body level and then take some food just to preserve the body. Again I will go into samadhi like Shukadeva. I want to remain immersed in samadhi. You see, that is the highest spiritual state that is given in our scriptures. You see, Patanjali says, Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan. The last epitome is Samadhi, the eighth state. And the disciple wants to remain always immersed in Samadhi. What a great disciple. What a wonderful disciple. But look at the wonderful teacher, Guru. Sri Ramakrishna says, what? Fie on you. You are a very mean-minded person. You are asking for Samadhi. There is stage higher than Samadhi. I thought you will be like a banyan tree under whose shelter thousands and thousands of people will get peace of mind. You are talking like a selfish person of getting your own Samadhi, of your own Mukti. There is a state higher than that. Is it not you who sing that song? तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया, जो कुछ है से तू ही है. Oh Lord, wherever you are, you are present everywhere. Isn't it you who doesn't sing that song? That song was a favorite song of Swami Vivekananda and Sri Ramakrishna both. Both were great singers, and both they had this song, very favorite song they used to sing. Swami Vivekananda used to sing, and whenever Narendrath will come, Naren, please sing a song. And Naren will sing a few songs. Then Naren says, I will go. No, I will not allow you to go till you sang that song. What is that song? The same song. तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया जो कुछ से तू है. Oh Lord, thou art present everywhere. That is the song which was favorite of both Sri Ramakrishna and Swami Vivekananda. We have on record the gospel. You find that on 24 October 1885 and 22nd April 1886, both the days you find Narendrath singing this song to Sri Ramakrishna. But Swami Sardhanand says that he would not allow Naren to go away before singing that song. So there may be many more occasions where Master Mahasaya would not be present, whatever it is. But it was a favorite song. Now, that song is the basis on which I'll base my lecture today, because that speaks of the Vedanta in everyday life. It speaks of the unity of existence. It speaks of practical Vedanta. It speaks of harmony of religions. It speaks of the way in which we conduct our activities with unity of existence. So the song is like that. Curiously enough, this is a song written by last Mughal emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar. Now he was a Sufi saint, but you find the whole gist of the whole song, is nothing but Vedanta. Wonderful. He is a Sufi saint, a Muslim, but yet this gives the message of harmony for religions also, in the way that a Muslim emperor is giving the gist of Vedanta in a song, though he was following Sufi method at that time. So what is the song? I think some of you know a little bit of Hindi. It is a Urdu, but Urdu and Hindi are very similar. तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही है. I have given my heart to thee, O my beloved. तुझसे हमने दिल को लगाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही. O Lord, you are present everywhere. एक तुझको अपना पाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही है. O Lord, I have found thee to be my everything, and you are. This is the song which gives the message of unity of existence. Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma. There are two messages in the Upanishads. You see, Vedanta is nothing but the Anta is end of Veda. What is end of Veda? In the end of Vedas, you find Jnana Kanda. Jnana Kanda, which means knowledge, the philosophy. This philosophical part has been given in the form of Upanishads. They say that it is about 108 Upanishads, which are more popular, out of which about 20 Upanishads on which Shankaracharya has written commentaries. But there is a book on 108 Upanishads, but there may be many which are non-existent at present, but maybe. But whatever it is, these Upanishads form the core of the teachings of Vedas. And that is why they are more important. And Swami Vivekananda used to give more importance to these Upanishads. So Upanishads, Vedanta is nothing but Upanishads. And the whole gist of Upanishads, whole of Veda has been, the gist of Veda is given in Vedanta, Vedanta Upanishads, and the whole gist of Upanishads is given in Bhagavad Gita. And the gist of the whole of Bhagavad Gita is given in the Gospel. And the Gospel you can understand through the complete works of Swami Vivekananda. So now, that Vedanta we have to see from the Ramakrishna Vivekananda ideology point of view. Then we can understand how to apply it in everyday life. So this Vedanta, that is given there, in this song that is given, the first stanza is like, सबके मकान दिल का मकीन तू, कौन सा दिल है जिसमें नहीं तू, हर एक दिल में तू ही समाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही है. In everybody's heart, O Lord, you are present. In everybody's heart, O Lord, you are present. सबके मकान दिल का मकीन तू, you are residing in everybody's heart. सबके मकान दिल का मकीन तू, कौन सा दिल है जिसमें नहीं तू. There is not a single heart or single person in whose heart you are not residing. Oh Lord, you are residing in every person's heart in this world. What a wonderful message of unity of existence. But what Kathopanishad says, Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudo atma na prakashate drishyate tvagraya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibhi. Inside every human being, sarveshu bhuteshu, inside every human being, irrespective of religion, nationality, there is this Atman, the center of consciousness. And that is, O Lord, beloved, that is why it is told, O Lord, beloved, you are present in everybody's heart. क्या मलायक, क्या इंसान, क्या हिंदू, क्या मुसलमान, जैसा चाहा तूने मनाया, जो कुछ है सो तू ही. Whether it is animal, whether it is human beings, whether it is gods, everywhere, O Lord, you are present. क्या मलायक, क्या इंसान, क्या हिंदू, क्या मुसलमान, whether it is Hindu, whether Muslim, everybody, on all the persons, irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, O Lord, you are present. And that is the message of Vedanta. Tvam stri, tvam pumanasi, tvam kumar, utva kumari, tam jino dandena vanchasi, tam jato bhavashi vishwato mukha. Shweta Upanishad says, O Lord, you are present in every human being. Tvam stri, tvam pumanasi, you are in the man, you are in the young woman, you are in the young man, you are in the old man. That taught us with his stick. O Lord, you are present in every human being. That is the message given in this song. Tam Sri, Tam Pumanasi, Tam Kumar, Utva Kumari, Tam Jino Dandena Vansasi, Tam Jato Bhavashi, Vishwato Mukha. That is the message that is given in the Upanishad, given in this Sufi stanza. And then says, Kaaba mein kya, Deval mein kya, तेरी परवरिश होगी सब जान, सभी ने तुझको सिर है झुकाया, जो कुछ है सब ही. Whether in Kaaba or Deval, in temple, mosque, churches, everywhere, O Lord, it is you who are worshipped. It is the same universal principle which is worshipped. This is what is given in the Vedanta. Ekam sadvipra bahuda vadanti, says the Vedas. There is one fundamental principle, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. He is being told that principle is being described in various ways, but it is the one principle. Now that was in the Upanishad, that was in the Vedas. But in our own times, Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa has verified it, practically verified it. He practiced various religions by turn in the laboratory of his own life, and then declared Jotomot Totopat, as many faiths, so many paths. He worshipped Mother Kali, he worshipped Ram, he worshipped Krishna, he worshipped Hanuman, he worshipped all the various gods and goddesses, and had first-hand experience about them. Then he practiced various other forms of Hinduism. Then he practiced the non-dual form, Vedantic form, that is the Vedantic practice under Totapuri. When he went into Samadhi for 6 months, he remained almost in that state of non-dual state, Samadhi, after practicing Vedanta under Totapuri. Then he practiced Islam. And when he used to practice Islam, he just behaved like a Muslim. He would dress like that, there was a mosque near Dakshineshwar Kali temple. He would go 5 times, he will do namaz as is and ordained on them, removed the photographs of all gods and goddesses from his room. He wanted to take the food also. Mathurnath intervened and said he made some sort of compromise. And some food which will be almost like Muslim food, but cooked by a Hindu, he gave that food. But he became, even dressed, he dressed like a Muslim. He became a Muslim. And he practiced Muslim Islam. At the end of this Islam practice, he had a vision of Prophet Muhammad, who was sharing from his own plate food and gave to him also. He is not saying Muhammad, but he says a person with long beard, I feel like Muhammad came. So he had the vision, but he came to know what is in Islam. Then he practiced Christianity. He used to, when he was practicing Islam, Quran used to be read out to him. When he was practicing Christianity, Bible used to be read out to him. And then he had gone to the place of Chedumalli's garden, and there he saw the photograph of the Mary carrying baby child Christ in her lap, and that picture became alive, and suddenly Sri Ramakrishna went into superconscious state, as if the rays of Christ came into him. And then later on, when he was walking under Panchavati tree at Dakshineshwar, he saw a tall man coming with a beard, fair complexioned, but with a flat nose. And then he came near, and then somebody, as if from within, he got a message. Oh, this seems to be Christ, who sacrificed his life for serving the millions. Just now, as you were thinking like that, who is he? Maybe it is Christ, who is being worshipped by the Christians and who sacrificed his life for the millions. And suddenly Christ came to him, embraced him, and disappeared into him. Likewise, he practiced various religions by turn. He used to, various religions by turn, and then there used to be an image of Buddha, image of Mahavir Tirthankar in his room, which he used to worship. Then the Sikh soldiers used to come to him for advice, and Sikh soldiers used to look upon him as an incarnation of Guru Nanak. So he came in contact with so many religions, so many followers of religion, so many teachers of religion. That is why Swami Vivekananda told his life itself was the parliament of religions. We are not talking about religions. I came here with Swami Atmarupanji. I spoke there in the 7th Parliament of World Religions, and the first Parliament of World Religions where Swami Vivekananda spoke. But Swami Vivekananda says Sri Ramakrishna's life itself was the Parliament of Religions, where so many followers of so many religions came and looked upon them, looked upon Sri Ramakrishna as their ideal. So, and at the end of this sadhana, all the practices, Sri Ramakrishna came to the conclusion that at the climax of his experience, he found that experience was one and not two. Earlier, when he is practicing, it is different. But when it comes to the climax, it is the same realization he is getting at the end of this. And that is why Claude Allen Stark says in his book, God of All, he says, at this modern age, somebody says that all religions are equal and all religions equal to the same goal. Nobody will listen. But if a person experimentally practices every religion by turn and then proves, yes, at the climax of each and every religion, the experience that is obtained is same, then only the modern man will accept it. And then he says, fortunately, such a man was born. He practiced all religions by turn and proved after experimentation that all religions at the end lead to the same goal. But unfortunately, we are not unaware about him, and that is Sri Ramakrishna, God of all. So, Sri Ramakrishna experimentally proved it. And then he gives a beautiful example. There is a pond of water. From one side, Hindu says, I have brought jal. From another side, Muslim says, no, I have brought pani. From third side, Christian says, I have brought water. Fourth side, somebody says, I have brought aqua. Why are you quarreling? It's the same thing. Jal, pani, water, aqua. If you ask a scientist, they will say it is H2O. Names are different. Basically, it is one fundamental universal principle. The truth is one. Sages call it by different names. There is one reality, which is beyond time, space and causation, which is also permeating the whole world. That reality is called Allah, God, and different names. It is one reality. This was proved by Sri Ramakrishna. And that is what is being told in this song. कावा में क्या, देवल में क्या, तेरी परवरिश होगी सब जा, सभी ने तुझको सिर है झुकाया, जो कुछ ऐसे तो ये. Oh Lord, you are present in temple, in churches, mosques. Everybody is now worshipping you only. Then, अर्श से लेकर फर्श जमी तक और जमी से अर्श बरी तक, जहां मैं देखा तू ही नजर आया, जो कुछ ऐसे तू ही. From the earth to the heaven, from the heaven to the earth, from the earth to the sky, and from sky to the earth, wherever I am seeing Lord, you and you alone. You are present everywhere. Now that gives the wonderful message of harmony. Earlier gives the message of harmony of religions. This gives the message of harmony and peace and equality, and also gives the message of unity of existence. It is the one reality permeating the whole world. Isha vasya midam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunji tha ma grida kasa siddhanam. Is one reality permeating the whole world. Sarvam khalu idam brahma. Same reality permeating the whole world. And what a wonderful thing. Swami Vivekananda says, the discoveries in the modern science seems like echoes of Vedanta, and here you find we are talking in this song in Vedanta we are talking about unity of existence. What is the modern science says? That it is a holistic universe. Bell's theorem states all the particles of the whole universe are interconnected at a deeper level. David Bohm, a Nobel Prize physicist, experimentally proved it. Yes, it's a holistic universe. And that is why Schrödinger, another Nobel Prize physicist, says consciousness is a singular of which the plural is unknown. Consciousness is a singular of which the plural is unknown. It is the one universal consciousness permeating the whole world. What follows? If I injure you, I injure myself. If I love you, I love myself. Why should I not cheat you? Because by cheating you, I am cheating myself. This practical Vedanta gives the rationality of ethics and morality. That is why in the field of management, the fourth wave of management is coming. The first wave of management was the British style of management, when the Taylor's method of work measurement was in vogue. Second method of management was the American style of management, when Peter Drucker became the guru of all. The third way of management was the Japanese style of management, when TQM, total quality management, zero defect came in vogue. And now the fourth way of management spreading all over the world, that is the Vedantic style of management. Why? Because globalization has come. You cannot avoid this competition, and it is at this stage when the whole world has become one. You cannot develop yourself isolation. It's now an age of not competition but cooperation. It's a win-win situation when you work for the others. That is, now they are coming to this one. Of course, the name they have given is very, very peculiar. The Newsweek magazine brought out how this Vedantic style of management is permeating the corporate sector in America. But they have given the name karma capitalism. So karma capitalism is now spreading all over the world. Based on this unity of existence, this Vedanta, because this Vedanta gives them the ethical, the power of ethical management. This is the book given by being written. Now the books are coming out on ethical management. There's a book, The Power of Ethical Management, by Norman Vincent Peale, the famous author of The Power of Positive Thinking. He has written the book, The Power of Ethical Management, in collaboration with Kenneth Blanchard, the management expert, where he says you cannot cheat, you need not cheat in order to win. And this principle is given that now in this age of globalization, if you cheat others, you are cheating yourself. And the fundamental principle follows from this Vedanta principle, because it is one unity of existence. So this gives the rationality, morality, the fundamental basis of morality and ethics is given in Vedanta. Why? Why should I not cheat others? Why should I cheat you? Because by cheating you, I am cheating myself. By loving you, I am loving myself. It is unity of existence for the power of ethical management. More, the fourth level management is coming not only for ethics and morality, because it gives the rationality of ethics and morality, much more it is coming now because of stress management. Everybody is under tension. Stress has come on a big way. And now 40% of the companies, according to Chicago-based research corporation, 40% of the companies are having regular courses on stress management. And the Western models of stress management are not working. You know what are the Western models of stress management? The Western psychologists say, because when you are curbing your feelings that go into the subconscious mind, then they create stress and then they create strain. So you should just express your feelings. My God, if I express my feelings, I will lose my job. Because when my boss was coming out from this house, his housewife gave a very big, just left and right, he was given. So, but he could not tell anything to his wife. So he comes and all sorts of nasty things he tells me. And I want to pay back in the same coin, and I know how to pay back the same coin. But if I start paying back in the same coin, I will lose my job. So I do not express all those feelings. These feelings, they go into my subconscious mind. So the psychologists say you should express them. My God, if I express those feelings, I will lose my job. So the psychologist said, don't worry, we have found out a solution. What is the solution? Go to the market and purchase voodoo dolls. Voodoo dolls are available along with the pins. And head daddies are also available and punching bags are also available. Bring them home, come to your house, close the doors and windows of your room, put the voodoo doll on your table, write down the name of your boss, of your wife, of your mother-in-law, whomsoever you want to put stays on, and now start pinching. Black pins are there for injuring your boss or your mother-in-law or your wife. Now, if you want to injure seriously, black pins are also available. And if you want to murder your boss, red pins are also available. Just give a red pin and the boss is murdered there. And you can have a nice sleep, no need of tranquilizers. Wonderful sleep. The boss is murdered. But the problem is this, these are all temporary solutions, because the next day the boss is again sitting on the chair. What to do? What to do? Because these are all temporary solutions. And that is why the modern management is coming at the feet of Vedanta, meditation, yoga, because that gives the permanent solution. When there is lot of traffic, what you should do? Have a flyover. Go over the flyover. Fly high into the air. No traffic there. At least at present. We don't know about next century, when the planes will collide with the planes. But at present, no traffic there. Fly high. What is meaning fly high? Have a spiritual upliftment. When you see, when you go above your mind, Vedanta gives you the answer. You are not the body, you are not the mind, you are beyond that. That is flying high. Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am beyond that. That Vedanta gives you that power of lifting yourself up. And then it also gives you the rationality of working with others. All our problems, interpersonal relationships, can be solved if we remember that it is unity of existence. That divinity is present in each every human being. Basically, two principles of Vedanta. Number one, divinity of the soul. Second, solidarity of the whole universe. Each and every human being, irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, nationality, has got a center of consciousness called Atman. And the nature is Satchit Ananda. Infinite existence, infinite knowledge, infinite bliss. And the second principle is that it is the same universal principle, the same Brahman, the same unity, same universal principle is permeating the whole world, whole universe. What follows is that we are all one. Irrespective of caste, creed, color, religion, nationality, violence is gone. All the problems of the modern society can be solved in the background of Vedanta with this unity of existence. That ultimately we are all one. We may be different at the physical level. We may be different at the mental level. But when it comes to consciousness, consciousness is a singular of which the plural is unknown. See the modern quantum mechanics. And says the Vedanta, it is one universal consciousness permeating the whole world. So this stanza gives the message of solidarity of the whole universe. And lastly, सोचा समझा देखा भाला तुझ जैसा न कोई ढूंढ निकाला अब यह समझ में जफर की आया जो कुछ है सो तू ये I have thought over the matter. I have tried to search for that beloved. Ultimately, oh beloved, I have found you. Who you are the real beloved. Socha, samjha, dekha, bhala. I tried to find it out. Various methods. But socha, samjha, dekha, bhala, तुझ जैसा न कोई ढूंढ निकाल. I have not found a person equal to you. I have not found any unity equal to you. O Lord, O beloved, thou art everything to me. I have found one, and you are present in each and every human being. That is the divinity principle. The principle of divinity present in each and every human soul. I have, beloved, O beloved, I have found at last that you are present in every human being. सोचा समझा देखा भाला तुझ जैसा न कोई ढूंढ निकाला अब यह समझ में जफर की आया. Now at last I have understood जो कुछ है सो तू ही. Everywhere, O Lord, to whom should I fight with? With whom should I fight? With my wife? Inside my wife is also the same principle, divinity. Should I fight with my husband? Same divine principle is there. Should I fight with my children? Oh, in them also the same divinity. Should I fight with my parents? In them also is the same principle. Should I fight with the persons of other religions? In them is also the same divine principle. Should I fight with China? Should I fight with America? Should I fight with India? Japan? All countries, in every country, same divine. In the people, it is the same divine principle. With whom should I fight? I love all. Because, oh beloved, you are in all. So this Vedanta gives us the message of harmony of religions. This message gives us the harmony and universal brotherhood. This gives the message of how to overcome stress management, because I am not the body, I am not the mind. It is the mind which is having stress. So this is what Swamiji gave that message in the first Parliament of World Religion. When he was reading out a paper on Hinduism, he gave that message that he quoted the message of Shweta Upanishad. Shunvantu Vishve Amritasya Putra Aye Dhamani Divyani Tastu Vedahametam Purusham Mahantam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastat Tameva Viditva Atimritameti Nanya Panta Vidyatayanaya. I have found the Ancient One who is beyond all miseries. By knowing Him alone, you shall be free from all miseries. That is Shweta Upanishad says. And says, Amrita Saputra. Then Swami Vivekananda says, oh, Dear sisters and brothers from America, let me call you by this sweet name. What is that? Amrita Saputra. Ye are the children of immortal bliss. Vedanta does not recognize sin. It recognizes error. And the greatest error you are making when you call yourself weak, when you call yourself a sinner. No. Who are you? That day also I told you, you are not a social animal or a tool-making animal, as the Benjamin Franklin says, or you are not a political animal, as Aristotle says, or you are not an economical animal, as Alvin Toffler says, but you are not animal. Who are you? You are the children of immortal bliss. Amrita Saputra, ye, the children of immortal bliss, holy and perfect beings, ye, divinities on earth, sinners. It is a sin to call a man so. It is a standing libel on human nature. Come up, O lions, and shake off the delusion that you are sheep. Your soul is immortal, spirit is free, blessed and eternal. You are not matter, you are not bodies. Matter is the servant, not ye the servant of matter. You are lions, not sheep. I told about this story. You were there, I think. Many of you were not there. Very beautiful story by Swami Vivekananda. And that gives the gist of Vedanta. A lioness was going along the forest and there was a flock of sheep. In order to cross the street, she jumped. When she jumped, she was carrying a cub. She was pregnant. She gave birth to a small cub. The cub fell into the flock of sheep. The lioness went to the other side, fell down, unconscious because she had given birth, and then she died. Now this small cub started weeping because it had lost its mother. So the mother of the mother of the sheep started taking care of the small cub. This small lion started going along with the sheep and playing with them, eating grass with them, and bleating like them, bah, bah. After a long time, another big lion came in the forest, and he saw at a long distance, a flock of sheep is going, bah, 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 they are bleating. And it was surprised to find, at the end, there was a small lion cub, also bleating, bah, bah. It had never heard any lion bleating, blah, blah. So it came near in order to know what it's all about. And this sheep, they became so much afraid, they started running, bah, bah, bah. The small lion cub also started running, bah, bah, bah. And that big lion caught hold of, hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Why are you afraid of me? Why are you bleating like this? They are sheep, they are bleating. But you are lion like me, you should roar. This small lion became so much afraid, started weeping. Bah, bah, bah. I am not lion, I am the sheep. You fellow foolish, you are a lion still calling yourself a sheep? You are lion, you are not sheep. And this small lion started weeping more and bah, bah, bah. Now the big lion was very much annoyed. So it caught hold of it, dragged it near a pond of water. Look at your face in this pond of water. Look at your face, look at my face. Your face resembles that of mine or that of the sheep. Just look. And the small lion said, what? My face looks like that lion? Yes, you are lion. You are not sheep. Now, give up this bleating. Bah, bah, bah. Start roaring like me. Started roaring. Yes, now become the king of the forest. Became the king of the forest. And then Swami Vivekananda narrated the story and said, you see, this small lion was already a lion. And yet it was weeping and bleating. Why? Because it forgot that it was a lion. And this is the story of all of us. Inside every human being, there is the Atman having infinite power, unlimited power. Satchit Anandam, that is our true nature. And yet we are bleating, oh, I am having a lot of tension, what to do, and I am very weak, and now how can I face this challenge in my life? Oh, I am weak, bah, bah, bah. We are doing it. So Swami Vivekananda comes, hey, why are you weeping? You are lying. No, no, I am not lion. I am a body-mind complex. I am very weak. I am afraid of death. I am afraid of this. I am afraid of that. I am weak. Hey, you are lion. No, no, no. I am weak. You are not sheep. You are lion. No, no, no. I am sheep. We are weeping like that. So Swami Vivekananda then catches hold of it. Come near the pond of water. Look at your face. That is meditation. Go into meditation. Try to think of the divinity within. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Again that sheep will come. I am sheep. Back, back. Not. Again meditate. Gradually when you go on meditating, seeing your face, then you see, yes, I am lion. That is practical Vedanta. Once that practical Vedanta comes, fear is gone, weakness is gone. Gradually, as you go on meditating, go on trying to understand your true nature, looking at your own reflection, then when you understand, misery is gone. When you understand, oh my God, my true nature is infinite happiness, Satchit Ananda, infinite existence, infinite knowledge, infinite bliss. That is my true nature. Then why should I be serious? Why should I be morose? You know, Swami Vivekananda said, to be pleasant and smiling always takes you nearer to God than any prayer in this world. And he always used to be happy. Whenever he will talk, very serious. But after the talk, he will be very happy, he will be joking, he will be laughing, he will take